welcome on back. This is the round 2 back 9 coverage of the Infinite Disc Beehive Classic. We're on the back course, the back Yikun course, and we're on hole 10.
Hole 10 is a par 3. It's 325 feet. It's kind of perched on this hill here. It's a pretty straightforward hole.
It's one of those you feel like is a must get. But the golf green can come into play on the right, but the biggest factor is that hill. You can get rollaways, or it's perched up on a hill pretty good. And fun fact, in that windstorm we had earlier in the round, which was technically the night before, I can't remember if it was MA2 or MA3, but he got a hole-in-one in the middle of that nasty windstorm on this hole.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. Kate, I'd imagine this is a pig.
This is my Nova. I'm just trying to go straight at it, and I should have thrown the pig because the pig would have worked out on this line.
Maybe if you'd have me caddy for you more, then
yeah,
I'm here for you. Here's Clint at the bottom of the card. Probably one of the last times you'll see him at the bottom of the card.
Yeah, I think he's going harp here.
That looks pretty straight.
Yeah, Yeah, he has another one. Yeah, that's not his harp. That's a dead straight shot though. That's really good.
See if Joey can pick this up from the bottom of the hill. That's a good up though. You didn't hit anything, didn't roll away. Mason from outside the circle.
Just a little low.
And it stopped though. That's the important part. Oh, stop.
Rim's right out. Clint's got a little low ceiling to deal with here. Might have to putt it a hair harder.
And with that drop off in the back, that can be scary. But not for Clint Calvin.
Yeah, it's dead center.
That's a good cleanup.
Yeah, good left side stick there.
So Clint, the only one to take the birdie on this hole that feels like it should be a must get.
Yeah, 3 pars on this hole is it's pretty rare for an open card.
So here we go. Moving on to hole 11. Cade, tell us about hole 11.
This is a very low ceiling hole. This is a pretty unique hole because we don't have too many of these shots at the bluff. It's 380 feet.
So here's Clint with his shot here.
He's thinking sidearm, but I think he's going to go with the backhand here.
This is a tricky hole. This low ceiling is tough to get it there on this line.
Mm-hmm.
But he found it. That is
perfect.
Amazing.
Wow, the first skip at Schneider's.
That first tree there in front on the left has a Mando, so you can't just go out wide to the left. You've got to play the trees, or there is a line on the outside on the right, but it just takes you away. And Joey just putting one out there beautifully.
It's amazing.
That's incredible. Mason's going a forehand route that you don't see a lot.
I think this is his glow Firebird.
He pured that. That's
amazing.
I'm a lefty, and I don't even take that line. That was beautiful. You guys are like, this is a hard hole. Like, make no mistake about it.
Yeah.
This is a hard hole.
Yeah, this is not easy.
And you just pured the gap. All 4 of you just pured that gap through that. That's amazing. Now, can you all finish it? That's the question. Joey can.
Great putt.
Joey can. We got Clint. Ain't no thing for Clint. Dead center. So he's got his second birdie in a row on the back, start the back 9. And you just hit the birdie. This is a star frame on a very, very technical hole. That's incredible. You don't see a lot of birdies on that hole.
Mm-mm.
So everybody picking up the birdie there.
Hole 12 is 351 feet. This is a hole where you're gonna want to definitely clear these bunkers here, and you got the hazard on the backside. That makes it pretty tough for distance control. You really gotta pin this one.
The backhand is there, but I think almost the forehand route is more open.
Yeah, the forehand route is definitely safer as far as not hitting trees.
I think that's what Joey's gonna take.
Yeah, Joey's got the power for this.
Clint left a little meat on the bone there.
This looks a little turned.
Yes, it does. See what Mason can dial up here. Had some struggles on the back. Let's see if he can make up with it here.
Looks a little wide right.
Oh, but that's coming in
oh,
nice.
Perfect. Yeah. It's a great hyzer.
Are you trying to decide between the backhand or forehand here, or do
Yeah.
you just always go backhand?
I had a forehand disc in hand. We had a little headwind. I just wasn't quite comfortable.
Is this your Nova?
This is my Nova. I'm just trying to go a little turnover here.
It looked pretty good. You cleared the bunker, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
There's Joey from distance. That'll be a par.
Short.
Clint from outside the circle, about 35 feet. And he's
Nailed
on a
it.
heater. That's 3 in a row for Clint. To start this back nine, that's pretty good. I would go for 3 in a row on the back nine to start that.
Yeah, that's a good birdie to get.
There's Mason from just inside the circle.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's painful, especially after seeing Clint just make that.
Yeah. Mason, you can tell Mason really wants to get it going. He was dialed in, though. It was on target, just a little high. Yours ended up pretty good with that Nova shot.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I was surprised to see it that close because normally there's almost a false hill with that bunker.
It almost looked like it was going to clip it, but then it got right up
Yeah,
there.
it just goes right past it.
Almost basket high. Yep. Joey and Mason cleaning up their pars.
2 pars.
2 pars, 2 birdies. Not too shabby. So Clint, so far, he's got 3 birdies in a row. 5 down for the round. He started the round with that extreme wind the night before, right? He was already 1 over, so he's made up for that in a big way.
Mm-hmm. We're on to hole 13 here. This is a 700-foot par 4. It's kind of going to the left here. And you're just going to want to throw really just a big drive off the tee, and then you're going to have a sidearm approach or a backhand spike hyzer into the green.
Clint just laying out there. I've learned on this hole that the farther right you go, the farther away you're getting from the hole. So if you can kind of stay left, it kind of keeps the hole 700 feet. If you're playing that far right, then it kind of makes it a lot longer of a hole.
Yep.
You're going for some power here.
Yeah, I'm trying to go over the top, get some distance.
That looks munched.
Yeah, there's not really any OB out to the right, so kind of flexing it out down to the right, but I'm going to be left a little further out than Clint is.
We've already seen some of Joey's power. Let's see if he can dial up a little more here on this par 4.
Yes, that orange disc he's been throwing. I don't know if it's a DD3 or a PD2, but he's been throwing it well.
We know he's got the power to get it up there.
Let's keep going.
There you go. It's fading out. That looks pretty good.
It's a great shot. He's right by Clint there.
Oh, yeah. Mason puts it out there. It's getting a little tight on the
It's a
trees.
little high.
It's coming back left, though. He looks like he's doing okay.
Yeah, as long as he stays out of that hazard, he should be good.
Oh, is he right on the edge there?
I believe we called him in there. He was right on the edge, but
Woo! But hey, like I said, staying on that left side makes the hole shorter. With that basket right there on the left. Farther right you go, the more distance you got to carry.
Clint's going with that straight putter again that he threw back on a.
It's easy to
hole
leave
12.
this short, especially with that tree there, and then there's a hill right before the basket. So the common mistake is to leave this one short approaching this basket.
Yep.
I know the common mistake because I commonly make that mistake. Oh, did that bounce out of the hazard? It looked like it was in it.
It's got to be right on the edge. I'm not sure. That one hook up.
Looked turned, but
That's
it looked
pretty
like it
good.
came
He's on the
back.
back side there. Yeah.
That looked like a stable disc right there. Looks like you're lining up a forehand approach.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of go off Joey's line. And that's just a little deep there. It's about circle's edge deep.
That did come out of
So
that
Joey
hazard.
was safe. Yep.
That's good. Oh, man. So close on some of these putts. Looks like you're just deep. And that's a lot of chains.
Yeah, high left.
See if Clint can keep his heater going. He's got 3 in a row so far. He's just inside the circle. And this
Great
man
putt.
is diving. He is not missing.
That putter's doing him well.
Oh, that's a great putt from Mani.
It's a good birdie.
He needed that. Mason needed that. You look a little frustrated.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose one there to Clint, but
You can sense Clint's feeling it. I mean, he's got the last 4 in a row.
yep. Yeah, Clint's putter's definitely working at this point.
And you can need every one you can get.
Okay, this is hole 14. This hole's 554 feet. This is a par 4.
Probably the shortest par 4. we've
Yeah,
got.
it's not so much a par 4 because of the distance. It's more because of the technicality of the how you approach the green. It's pretty blocked by these trees.
Yeah, getting in there, it takes a miracle if you've got that distance. I definitely don't. I like playing out in the open out there. That's kind of my play. That's a good shot by Clint. See what Mason can.
Yeah, that's a good play. Being out to the right is usually the common play. It gives you a nice angle for an approach.
Yeah, there is hazard on the left and also OB farther left. So
Yeah, right is better than left for sure.
you're going at it.
Yeah, at this point, it felt like with Clint already having a lead,
That's in there.
need to go for it.
That's on the green. That is the only drive I've ever seen really penetrate in there and get on that. That's incredible.
Yeah, it takes a little luck to get through those trees, but I was glad to see it sneak through.
Well, you deserved a little luck after missing a couple of those putts. So that's a great shot as well right there. I mean, that's not as far in there as yours, but that'll give him a look.
Yeah, that'll leave him with the jump putt for sure. Yeah, Mason's the furthest out, and he's only about
He looks like he's
90 out,
running that.
100.
He put some heat on that.
Joey's got this low ceiling to contend with here. This is kind of,
Looks like he's going to go to like a step putt here, huh?
yeah, this is kind of, it's pretty far out.
A step, falling, jump, tree hitting putt. Those are the worst kind, by the way. Whenever you add in a tree hitting on the name of the putt, it's never good. Is Clint, does he have a line, or is he going to go over the top? Looks like he's found a
Just
line.
going to go up the middle, yeah.
There's a lot of trees there, and a lot of times I'll just hyzer that over the top, but he found a nice line. Joey, after hitting that early tree on that jump, step, tree hitting putt, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. He's there. You get the par. Now this is for eagle. You're inside the circle there.
Yeah, about 20, 23.
Oh man. You laugh now, but you don't
Yeah,
look like you're anywhere close to laughing after that putt.
No, I was pretty frustrated because It's not every day you get a putt for an eagle on this hole,
Oh my gosh.
especially in a tournament. So,
That's heartbreaking. Mason hits the birdie. That's a great birdie.
yeah.
Clint cleans up his 5th birdie in a row. Joey gets the par, and
Coming back after a minute here.
yeah, there he is. There he is. You know when Cade takes the hat off that things aren't going swell. But he got the birdie. That's not bad. You got the birdie, Cade.
Yeah. Yep.
That's not too bad. So now we're moving on to hole 15.
Yep. Hole 15 is 387 feet. The line this drone's taking is you'll see this line occasionally, but mainly it's a backhand hyzer on the right side. And
If you're going for the pin, it's kind of a hyzer either way, left or right.
yep.
And you've got to get over these trees. So the hole may be under 400 feet, but it feels like the hyzer has to be over a 400-foot throw.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you definitely don't want to end up short in that hazard.
That looked amazing.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Clint.
Yeah, there's hazard short and there's hazard long too, so you really have to find that distance. That looked like it was pretty good too. I couldn't tell where it ended up.
Yeah, I think he's up there.
And I know this is every bit in your wheelhouse here.
Yeah, I'm going Firebird here. Yeah, that's just way too wide.
That's pretty wide.
Yeah, it's really wide.
Firebirds are stable, but maybe not that stable.
Yeah, that drops down to the hazard right there on the backside.
That's unfortunate. You look like you caught a tree there.
Yeah.
Joey's taking it pretty wide, but he's got some more height to it.
Yep.
See if he's got the distance.
Got to get over those trees.
I couldn't tell.
That's a pretty good shot. He's down right by the road.
I think we missed your shot.
Yeah, I had laid up at this point. I didn't have much of a look.
And Joey hits ban. And Clint here. Is this for 6 in a row? I've already lost count. Is this for this 6th birdie in a row?
I believe so.
My goodness.
Yeah, he's cruising right now.
And he's just not going to miss.
Dead center.
He's not going to miss. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, at this point, Clint's putt is really on right now.
And Mason's coming on strong. For the start he had on the front 9 to coming back and hitting the birdies, Mason's looking really good at this point. He's just hit 3 birdies in a row. So at this point, Clint's 8 down for the round. Remember, he started after 3 holes. He was 1 over, and now he is 8 down and 6 down through 6 holes on the back 9.
Yep. Hole 16, this is a 325-foot par 3. Pretty much just a dead straight shot. The basket's on this hillside. You got trees right and left. So it's pretty much forcing you to throw dead straight.
It's kind of a fun tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And Clint just keeps pace and puts it under the basket. That was as straight of a shot as I've seen. Looks like Mason's lining up a thumber.
Yeah, he's going to go for this tomahawk here over the top.
Oh.
Almost bounces
goodness.
in, just behind.
You got Joey lining up. I'm sure he's going a straight shot, maybe some flex. I find if I get a little flex on this hole, it helps me out a little bit, but that's my weak arm. You just smash it into that hill right there. That'll leave you a birdie putt. That's great.
It's a little yanked
That's
over.
Staying a little bit right. You're up there, though. Or maybe you weren't up there as well. You're putting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right up the bottom rim.
Joey can capitalize here. Smart play. Asking the cart in the background to move out of the way. Like you talked about earlier, Joey's good at resetting whenever he has something like that.
Yep. Yeah, Joey's got a very good, strict routine that he goes through every time he putts.
Do you think that's why I'm not 1,000 rated? Because I don't have a stricter team? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pays off for him. I noticed you didn't answer that question. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's more than just my unstrict routine. It's my weak throw.
I think it can definitely help some people. I think for Joey, that's definitely
he's
something that really helps him.
Are you cleaning up your par?
Yep.
And here's Clint, casually walking up to his disc. It's pretty near under the basket. 7 in a row. Here he is, 7 birdies in a row on the back nine. He is running away at this point. He's got 5 strokes on you just for this round.
Yeah, he's cruising. This is hole 17. This is 367 feet. It's just a little low hyzer out to the right is the common play.
You can even see a tree knocked down on the way there from the night before.
Yeah, this tree was blocking the basket, so the basket's kind of hidden at this point from the tee pad.
He's going to need a skip. That doesn't happen. Oh, okay. As I say, it doesn't happen. He got the Schneider's skip. There it was. Unbelievable.
We didn't even know that was in at the time.
Oh, we got some slow-mo. Woo! Look at that.
Right
Unbelievable.
in.
As if birdieing every hole on the back nine wasn't enough. Now he's going to get an ace. So, I mean, who is this guy? That's crazy.
Clint even said out of his hand that was short, but seems like it.
That's unbelievable. Mason going the thumber? Tomahawk?
Yeah, tomahawk again.
We'll just call it an overhand. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Looks like Joey lining up the hyzer too. He's hoping for the same ground play that.
Yep. Joey was a little spiky, a little more spiky than
that
Clint.
Didn't look like it was going to happen. Yeah, try and keep up with that ace. That's a good line. That looks good. That is good.
Yeah, just a little left.
That was more of an ace run, I think, than Clint's was. That's what's funny. Like that had that height and elevation. His had the skip that you just can't count on there. Here's Joey from outside the circle. Oh! Smashes it, Joey.
That's like a 70-footer right there.
Hey, that's that routine, man. He's got it dialed. See if Mason can get a step putt here. Yes. Let's go. So far, that's unbelievable. If you hit this putt, the card is going 5 down for the 4 of you through this hole, and you just did it.
Yeah,
that's not a. What do you call that? That's better than a star frame. How do you do better than a star frame on a par 3?
That's like a super star frame right there. Oh, Clint's gonna come in and get the picture.
Oh, you got to get the picture. Got to get the picture. Unbelievable. Clint Calvin through 8 holes on the back is 9 down. He is unbelievable at this point.
11 under on the round.
Incredible. Hole 18, here we are.
This is 800 feet. This is kind of like similar to the par 5 where you can really open up and just really unleash and get your shot down there. And then your second shot, you got to get underneath these 2 trees that are guarding the basket. And you should have a pretty close look if you do that.
Kind of have a hill right here to contend with at the very beginning.
Yeah, you can kind of make your shot be nose up if you're not careful.
You almost need a good turn on this so you stay out of the trees. That looks pretty good.
That's a perfect flex.
That looks pretty good.
Well, I want to be more right so that I can swing more of a high.
Mason's going for some power. He's staying on the right-hand side, which probably is not a bad thing. As long as he doesn't catch any of those trees.
Joey grabbing some dirt, getting that good grip.
Oh, yeah. After knocking down a 70-footer, why not? That looks like it's tailing off left a little early.
Yeah, some trees to contend with over there.
The best way to approach that group of trees that the basket's under is on that right side. I'd imagine you're laying into this one pretty good.
Yeah,
Keep turning.
that one. It's just a little too straight. I'm over there by Joey.
That basket you see is not the basket we're going for. That's a practice basket back there by hole 1. If it was, that looked pretty good. You know. Joey's going forehand approach.
Sidearm.
Like I said, that is not the basket. The basket's underneath the tree, more to the right of that.
Yeah, the basket's about 100 feet right of where Joey's just landed.
So Mason's going to try a hyzer and get in there underneath that. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, got a little skip.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, backside of the green.
That's you. There might be a tree to contend with, but he looked like he's inside the circle.
Little hyzer for Clint. It's just a textbook approach right there.
That's
Perfect.
he's gonna clean up his back 9. If he can make that, he's 10 down through 9.
I kind of was forced to go spike hyzer there.
Oh, it kind of tailed off early, huh?
Yeah, I'm about 30 feet short left there.
Joey looks like he can see the basket at least.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big jump putt.
See if Mason finishing strong.
Great putt.
Rough start to the round, coming back. His back 9 looked really good. Oh boy.
Just off the right side. Joey kind of had some of the bushes in his way. He's kind of trying to putt over.
Going to the knee. Oh man. Common theme on this hole apparently is the knee putt. Oh boy. Joey's gonna finish this hole with a double bogey. With the 6. That's unfortunate. Here's birdie. If he can hit this, that's 10 down through on the back 9. And why not? Why not? He hasn't missed a putt like that yet.
Insane. Tapping
Clean
out my
up your
par. Yep.
Starting first 3 holes with 1 over, he ended the round at 12 down. A 1066 rated round. Incredible. You didn't have a bad round yourself. 5 down, Joey 2 down. Mason ended up doing well. And I think that's going to be our same lead card for our final 9 coming up on the last round, which happened to be the same day. So follow along, tune back in for that final round.